Right, and so thank you very much for hitting up day 3. My name is Josh Bardsley from the Entrepreneur Vlog, and this is the Compound Effect Challenge. And today's video is all going to be about making money. So yesterday was all about managing money. I talked to you guys about managing your income streams and then also managing your debt and how you can get that down. It would be great if you could post some comments about how you're implementing that strategy and see what you thought about it, because that's just 2 strategies that we use. There's probably a lot more. If you want to share them, please do, because we're all up for more learning as per video number 1. I hope that's going well too. So today's video is all about making money, and I'm going to use some stories and then some personal examples to sort of convey what I mean by compounded investment. And the best person that I've ever learned this from is Warren Buffett. Now, Warren, as you all know, is probably one of the greatest investors we've ever known in our lives. And his philosophy is buy something that is going to give us great free cash flow. It's going to be great businesses. It's going to be something that's going to pay us for a long period of time. It's got fantastic intrinsic value that we don't really want to sell. So we're not in, we're not out, we're not in, we're not out, we're not activity. We're just putting it in there, relaxing, and then letting that compounded percentage grow for us. So that's going to be the basis for all of this. So the first story is a story that you've all probably heard and all probably had this sort of question pointed at you, and that is, would you rather have $3 million or pounds or yen cash, or would you rather have a penny that doubles every single day for 30 days? Okay, so would you have 3 million cash or a penny that doubles every day for 30 days? It's a very difficult one, because a penny that doubles every single day, that's like 2p on the second day, it's like 4p on the third day, it's like 8p on the fourth, fifth day, whatever it was. I lost my track. And over time, it just feels like there's nothing. I mean, on like day 15, you're probably still only on a couple quid or a couple dollars, right? But on day 30, you're on 10 million. So a penny that doubles every single day for 30 days, on day 30, you're on 10 million. On day 26, you're only on like $1 million. Chump change, right? On day 26, if you take 26 days, your mate's got $3 million. You have to wait to day 26 to even just make $1 million. Then if you wait and you let the compound effect take control, on day 30, that is $10 million. Okay? Day 31, 20 million. Day 32, 40 million. Day 33, 80 million. Day 34, 160 million. Day 35, 320 million. Which went from 10 million to 320 million in like 5 days. Okay, that's not going to happen, but that's what the power of the compound effect is. Okay, now that's a 100% return, basically. You get 100, doubling your money every single day. Okay, so if we can just get 10% and we can compound that, it might take a bit longer than 30 days, but compound effect is still going to be on our side, guys. We're still going to be able to get, if it's 10% per annum, it's going to be, a long time. It may take 30, 40, 50 years, but you're going to end up with a lot of money as long as you let that compound effect take control. Okay, so we aim for a bit more than that. We aim for about 15, 16%, something like that. Warren Buffett's actually probably averaged around, I think if you take off some of the bits and bobs about inflation and things like that, I think it's about 16, 17%. And he's turned, $100,000 fund, which I think is what he had in the beginning, into, something that's worth $500 billion. Okay. So 3 million cash or something that doubles every single day. Let's get into that mindset, guys. Get into that long-term mindset. We don't need everything now. We need something that grows. Okay, so the idea is that with our 75% that we just put away every single month, we want to get that into something that's giving us a return on investment that's working, and then leave it in there. I personally, in my stock fund, have never sold a share. Never sold a share. I've been investing in stocks 2.5 years. Never sold a share. Never traded. Bought stock, kept it. Got some stocks now that over the past few years have been done 60%, 50%. Yeah? So it's really interesting to see that they're like growing over time. I'm hoping that if they're getting 10% on equity and it's challenging over time, that's going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And I'm only 22 years old, right? So my compound effect's probably got 60, 70 years. So whatever age you are, you've still got a long time to go, guys. We've got a long period of time where we can get this compound effect going. So the places that I like to invest, so after that story, places I like to invest are property, real estate and businesses. So buying great businesses, either buying single shares or a couple shares of great businesses, or starting a great business, or buying a great business. Now we expect we're going to buy a business next year. We're not to the point where we can start buying a business yet because we've got 2 that we're currently building, but I want to start buying companies as of next year. I do buy shares in companies now. I try and buy shares in great companies that we can sort of just let work for me, let the compound effect flow. But ideally we want to start buying companies because then we can start taking control of that cash flow and reinvesting that and reinvesting that and reinvesting that and getting this whole compound effect moving much quicker for us. Okay, so that's business. So real estate is something again that is very close to my heart. Gross Bardsley is my property investment vehicle and it is doing phenomenally well. We do a mix of buying property, taking control of property, and just learning about property in whole, so that when we have more cash, we can buy bigger assets. And it's just great, and we're doing some great stuff at the moment, buying blocks of flats and everything, and that's just come because we've compounded our knowledge, we've compounded our ability to manage money, and compounded our reputation in that sphere. Okay, and the way that property explains to me is that if we had a building and it was making us, let's say £5,000 a month in profit, or $5,000 a month in profit, and we needed to raise 60k or 50, let's say we had to raise 40k for a deposit for another building that made us £1,500 a month. Okay, so one set of buildings that make 5k a month, and we want to buy another one, but we need to raise 40 grand so we can raise that against the capital loan, 75% of capital loan, whatever. And we just let the cash flow of this 5k a month build that. We have to wait for quite a while to get that 40k. Okay, so we buy another one, but then now we're making 6.2k. So it's a little bit less time to raise that 40k than it was before. Okay, we buy another one. Now that's 7.4k, it's a little bit less time. And now it's 8.6k, and it's a little bit less time. And now it's 9.8k, and it's a little bit less time. So over time, it grows. I was working on 1.2k there, by the way, because that's the example number, but it grows, and it becomes quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker to buy assets. Now, some people struggle with that because they take money and they spend it. They want to go making money, sweet, making £1,200 a month, making £5,000 a month. Let's go spend that. But if you just leave it there and just let it grow and let it grow and let it grow, you're going to buy property far faster. We figured out that if we had £5,000 a month and we needed to raise 40k to raise against another property that made £1,200 a month. If we just did that, let the profit do its thing, I think after 20 years you're making 900 grand a month cash flow. 20 years sounds a long time, but it goes fast quickly. I'm sure it does. I'm 22 and I can't remember, the last 7-10 years have gone with a blink of an eye. Okay, so I'm sure that everyone will tell you that the adults that are watching this video, or the 40, 50, 60-year-olds that are watching this video will tell you that their life goes by like that. So guys, if you're young, if you're hungry and you're anything you want to get into this now, set yourself up and set up this mindset now. It's going to be super quick. It might take you 4 years to raise that first 40 grand, but the next 40 grand might only take you 2. And the next 40 grand might only take you 1. And the next 40 grand might only take you 10 minutes. We'll see.